I wanted to make this message to our leaders that are running this whole show. I think it's time you came out of your gilded palaces and came down to Main Street. Took a walk with the average person down the sidewalk. Look at all the empty businesses that aren't selling nothing. All the empty parking lots because people aren't spending money. Going to walk by the next restaurant and see 2 or 3 people in the restaurant instead of a full house. Because you see, American people don't have any money anymore. People are broke. It's all been vacuumed upwards. And you continue to gaslight us with this information that, oh, the stock market's doing great. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going up and up, keeps going up and up, and that's because all the money's being vacuumed upwards. But you go down to the local Dollar General, that's the only store that's doing any business. Well, why? Well, it's because people ain't got no money, so they're buying $5, $10, $20 worth of stuff at a time and trying to make it stretch. Now, Mr. President, I know you said, well, we got $20 trillion worth of new investments coming. Well, that's all fine and good, but that's years out from actually starting to take root in this country. So what are people supposed to do right now? Pull up our bootstraps a little tighter? Cinch our belt? We've already done that. The only thing that's come down in our economy is the price of gas. Everything else keeps going up and up. You know, you walk downtown, you walk by the used car lot, the one that sells cars for $5,000 a piece. They ain't sold a car in 6 weeks. Well, if people can't afford to buy a $5,000 car, how the hell do you expect them to go out there and buy a $70,000 car? The math don't math, Mr. President, and it don't add up. And I know I ain't the only one seeing it. It's time to come out of them gilded palaces and get down here with the real people on the street level and start seeing what's really happening here on the ground. Businesses are going broke. People are out of money. People are desperate. They're angry. They're frustrated. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. Thank God for YouTube, or I'd be in even worse shape than I already am in. You got to stop gaslighting the American people here. You got single mothers out here trying to scratch around, asking for money because they can't get by, because the benefits are being cut, services are being cut. None of this makes sense. People are desperate. People are crying out. They're mad. Nobody's listening. Yet we're seeing all this media hype towards, the new golden age. There ain't nothing golden here. Nothing golden here. And you walk down my main street in my little town and you'll see it. People are broke. People are mad. They're frustrated. They're grinding 40, 50, 60-hour work weeks and wondering why the ends don't meet. They're desperate. You look around. People are desperate out here. Nobody has any money. No one's doing anything. No one's investing because there's no money left. It's all been sucked upwards. When is enough is enough. And it needs to be fixed. Well, get to fixing it. We've heard excuses long enough. It's time to now let's start seeing some action on this. Our job security keeps getting evaporated like water in a desert. And I'm going to hear it in the comments. Well, you should have planned better. You should have budgeted better. You should have invested when you was young. Why didn't you invest when you had all those years? Well, it's easy to say. I don't know. Some of the people in my comment section really just turn me wild. They have no clue. They live in their glass house and want to throw stones. Well, go right ahead. I don't care. It doesn't make no difference to me. I'm telling you what I see on the ground here. People make mistakes in their lives. What, is that not allowed? Well, I'm glad you didn't make any mistakes. Good for you. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. You earned it. The only people getting rich are the billionaires and the millionaires because they have the money to invest. But your average working Joe out here working 70 hours a week trying to keep the lights on, pay the mortgage? No. He's done. He's tapped out. How much money can you suck upwards before the people finally run out of money? There's only so much money. And the opportunities are getting less and less. People need to wake up. And our leaders need to get down on street level and start seeing what's really happening on the ground. We got 435 people in a big marble palace up there in Washington, and ain't none of them willing to come down here on street level and take a look what's going on. It's shit, they won't even answer your phone call. And as soon as you try to say something, oh, we ain't got time to talk to you. Yeah, you don't know how good you got it. Well, I think it's time people start waking up. And I think our people in these palaces need to come down the street level and start looking at what's going on the ground. This is ridiculous. To me, it ain't about Democrat or Republican or either one of those, because they're both heads of the same snake. Things have got to change for the average American person. Main Street is dead. The only people doing any business is Dollar General and Walmart. That's it. That's crazy. The average mom and pop store, they're going under. It's like a tsunami. Every time I drive through town, there's another new business closed. Another restaurant folded up. Couldn't make it. No. Something's got to change here, guys. You're going to have to do better. Because I don't think the American people can wait 3 or 4 more years for all this new investment that's been promised to start trickling down to the economy to our level. We're out of time. We're out of money now. What are you going to do about it now? You got people living in their cars. You got people living in RVs, old people. Because they're out of options and they're out of choices. They've been priced out. Private equity has destroyed the housing market. Then we turn around and we add all this with all these new people that came into the country over the last 4 years. That's destroyed our housing and rental industry as well, because we're all competing for the same place to live, whether you're for it or against it. That's the bottom line. That's the truth. So, I don't know. You guys need to get your act together. It's time to start telling the truth around here. It's time for people to start waking up. Anyways, that's my rant for today.